to join the Fever, and what's special about this opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm really excited. I had some stint there at Golf State. I had a great time. So yeah, went over, played with Australia, won a gold there, and that was great. So just to be back in the W and have another cap is really exciting. Really grateful for this opportunity here with the Fever. And
the Indiana Fever just sent shockwaves through the WNBA by signing Australian forward Chloe Bibby. And let's be honest, this might be the game changer they've been waiting for. After months of trial and error trying to build the perfect roster around Caitlin Clark, the Fever may have finally found the piece that fits. Chloe isn't just talented. She respects Clark's game and brings a relentless drive to win. She's not here for stats or spotlight. She's here to help this team chase a title. And suddenly, that dream feels very real.
Big news, breaking news, Chloe Bibby, who was recently on the Golden State Valkyries, has been signed to the Indiana Fever. This is not a huge surprise to me. I have mentioned it in multiple videos. She was doing really well with the Valkyries. I think she was only with them for about 5 games, while a lot of their players went over to Eurobasket.
Let's be honest. If there's one player who can both elevate Caitlin Clark's game and bring the seasoned leadership this young Fever squad has been missing, it's Chloe Bibby. But what exactly makes this Australian forward such a seamless fit in Indianapolis? Stick around, because this isn't just another roster move. This could be the turning point for the most watched franchise in women's basketball.
I remember about Chloe was the fact that she could shoot, right? That's the main thing I remember about her. Watching her games with the Valkyries, if y'all don't remember that, she was on the Valkyries. I think she played for the preseason and she got signed again and then played like 5 games. She finished with like 42% shooting from the 3. So she could hit, man. She could really.
If you're enjoying this, don't forget to subscribe. The Indiana Fever, yes, the team that's been grinding to find the perfect formula around their generational superstar, just made a move that screams one thing: we're here to win. After watching Caitlin Clark shoulder the weight night after night, the franchise has finally stepped up to give her the help she deserves. Enter Chloe Bibby, the perfect blend of grit, experience, and chemistry. Make no mistake, the Fever aren't just experimenting anymore. They are building something real, and it's starting to look special.
Chloe Bibby, the newest member of the Indiana Fever, her fit and whether she's a long-term fit for the Fever remains to be seen, but on the surface, on paper, it makes a lot of sense because this is a team that has been in dire need of, in my opinion, of a stretch 4. And that is what Bibby, skill set wise, is capable of doing. We don't have a huge sample size to work with. Obviously, she had a short spurt with the...
Caitlin Clark is out here breaking records like she's got cheat codes, triple doubles, milestone assists, you name it. She's not just playing the game, she's redefining it. Every night, it's another page torn out of the record books and rewritten with her name. But despite her jaw-dropping brilliance, the Fever have struggled to find that elusive championship rhythm. What they need now is clear: a player who can rise to her level, match her intensity, and finally give this team the balance it's been missing.
I remember specifically her shooting. She was shooting that thing, man. She was stretching the floor, and the Indiana Fever needs that. They need somebody that can help stretch that floor, make it more dangerous at that perimeter, make the defense respect that perimeter just as much as they respect the paint presence, right? So she can help with that.
The Indiana Fever finally saw what the rest of us recognized from a mile away. They needed a player with international pedigree, someone battle-tested under pressure, and capable of shining when the lights are brightest. They needed Chloe Bibby. The only question now is, why did it take this long to make the move?
The fans were, the Fever are too slow. They want to play slow it down, grind it out basketball. Doesn't seem that way. Doesn't seem that way by the player they just signed and the messaging that is going across there. So that has to be reassuring for a lot of the fans. And Chloe Bibby seems to have a good head on her shoulders, a good attitude, and a good...
We've all seen it. The Fever are building towards something special. It's been the undercurrent of the entire season. Every time they seem to find their groove, there's just been one missing piece. Now, they might have finally found it in Chloe Bibby. Here comes Bibby, stepping into the spotlight to support a superstar in Caitlin Clark, who, by the way, is crafting a sophomore campaign straight out of a basketball fairy tale. But let's not overlook the poetic twist in all this. This is the same player who lit up the Fever earlier this season. 12 points in 24 minutes, clutch threes, all confidence. And now, She's suiting up with the team she scorched. You couldn't script it better. The timing, the fit, it all just feels right.
Anna Turner is over there collecting dust. We need somebody off the bench that can come in with some size and rain threes until Damaris Dantas' shot begins to fall, and we go out and we get one, Chloe Bibby. Last time we saw Chloe Bibby, she dropped 12 points against the Indiana Fever. Wait for it, in her WNBA debut. She shoots over 40% from the field. She shoots over 40% from three.
Sure, the Fever had to sit back and watch Khloe Bibby torch them from deep when she was with Golden State. But now, they've flipped the script and built something so obvious, so aligned, that even casual fans are calling it a perfect fit. What makes this move truly special is that BBY can't even pretend this wasn't destined. She can't act like she wasn't made for this moment. The chemistry is already undeniable. She slides into Stephanie White's fast-paced, three-point-heavy system like she was born for it. The same league officials who once overlooked her talent are now seeing a player tailor-made for championship contention. But what's even more beautiful is how fully BBY has embraced this opportunity. There's no fake excitement here. This is real. You can see it in her energy, her focus, her belief. She knows exactly what this is. After proving herself across Poland, Spain, and Australia, her entire journey feels like it's led to this one chance. And no matter how much some might try to downplay it, the trajectory speaks for itself. You can't unsee it. You can't deny it. This isn't just a good signing. It's a statement.
Got the news or got the call that the Fever was picking you up?
I was in China.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So how quickly were you, like, just scramble mode then, coming over to the States, like back to back and go?
Well, yeah, I was already in. So I went from San Francisco to China, and so then I didn't really get to go back to Australia. So just from China, I was like, well, I already have some stuff to pack, so then just come back over here, back to America. So yeah, it was good. It all happened pretty fast, but as I said, super great.
At the end of the day, Khloe Bibby's arrival makes the Indiana Fever's championship hopes feel a lot more tangible. It's like watching a star player finally get the teammate they've been waiting their whole career for. Sure, there are plenty of talented names out there, but sometimes it's not about star power. It's about timing. It's about chemistry. And right now, Caitlin Clark deserves a teammate who gets it. That's what makes this signing so special. BBY isn't just another name filling out a roster. She brings real international experience and a championship-level mindset to Indianapolis. With the Golden State Valkyries earlier this season, she quietly averaged 6.4 points and 2.8 rebounds in just 13.2 minutes per game, while shooting a scorching 42.1% from three. Modest numbers on the surface, but beneath them is a story of efficiency, readiness, and high-impact minutes. What's even more exciting is how BBY sees this opportunity. When the Fever called, she was literally in China, and she didn't blink. She hopped on the first flight to Indianapolis. It all happened pretty fast, BBY told reporters, reflecting on the whirlwind that brought her back to the league. Just to be back in the W and have another crack is really exciting. I'm really grateful to have this opportunity here with the Fever.
Well, yeah, I was already in. So I went from San Francisco to China, and so then I didn't really get to go back to Australia. So just from China, I was like, well, I already have some stuff packed, so then just come back over here, back to America. So yeah, it was good. It all happened pretty fast, but as I said, super grateful for the opportunity.
Does it still feel chaotic now that you've been with the team for a day, or do you feel like a little bit settled now?
I feel a little bit settled. I have had a lot of sleep, which is great, so I think I've got over the jet lag a little bit, so feeling good.
You had the chance to go against this Fever team.
Yeah.
What kind of your impressions then, and how do you feel like you can fit into what they do are?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, really physical team, tough, fast-paced, and I like that fast, style. So I think that suits me a lot.
But it's not just gratitude fueling Khloe Bibby. It's real, infectious excitement about what this team can become. She sees the blueprint that head coach Stephanie White is laying down and knows exactly how she fits into it. The Fever are a really physical team. Tough, fast-paced, and I like that fast style, BBY said. I think that suits me a lot. Fast-paced, shoot the three ball, that's what I do. So hopefully, I can find my strides here. That mindset, it's exactly what championship teams are built on. BBY isn't arriving in Indianapolis chasing headlines or trying to outshine Caitlin Clark. She's coming with a clear purpose and a team-first mentality. She knows her role, embraces it, and understands what this roster needs right now. And more importantly, she's ready to deliver. The numbers back it up, too. Long before her WNBA call-up, BBY was dominating internationally. In Poland's Basket Liga Kobiet, she earned league MVP honors while averaging 20.9 points and 5.9 rebounds per game. And in Eurocup women competition, she turned it up another level, posting 22 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 2.2 steals per game. Those aren't just good stats. They are elite. They are proof of what BBY can do when she's given the ball and the trust to lead. Now, with the Fever, she doesn't need to be the star, she just needs to be the spark. And based on her track record, that's exactly what she'll be.